Alright, so last episode we kicked off season 3 with a bang. We brought in Moussa Diaby from Al Ittihad, the front by Leverkusen Aston Villa man to be a right mid for the season. We also brought back the former captain and wonder kid of West Ham United, Declan Rice, to be our CDM alongside Edson Alvarez for the season, as well as to go into season 3 to win the Champions League and also retain our domestic treble. But we didn't end there. We also brought in a former Champions League winner in James Rodriguez from Real Vallecano, the 33-year-old, joined us here from Real Vallecano to be an experienced player on the bench. And then we went on to win the Community Shield in the final against Man City here at Wembley. And Declan Rice gets his first bit of silverware there. Let's get into the episode and hopefully continue a great form from the last one. Alright, so as you saw last episode, we brought in Moussa Diaby from Al Ittihad, we brought in Declan Rice back to West Ham from Arsenal, we also brought in James Rodriguez to be an experienced player in this team to try help us succeed in the Champions League this season. That's our main goal, to maintain our success in England. We won the domestic treble last season, but also add the Champions League title to us this season after we got knocked out by Man City, I believe in the quarterfinals last season, which obviously was a heartbreaking loss. But we also beat them in 3 cup finals now, so we currently have a better record against Man City than they do against us. They currently can just flaunt over us that they won the Champions League, and we haven't because they beat us to go on to win it last season. And you guys suggested that we're bringing Victor Osimhen for the striker role. We currently have 70 million in the budget, and you also said we should keep Paqueta as a player on the bench just to come into the team when we need him. I think we will do that for at least up until January anyway. I think maybe in January we could look to sell him if we need to, but as of right now, there's not really much point in doing so. But back to Osimhen, as you can see, it's very expensive. We don't have the money to bring him in right now, unless they did a swap deal for Paqueta plus money for Osimhen, but that'd be literally all of our budget for him. We do have a bunch of other strikers, as you can see, on the short list for players that could be great for us as either competition for Terra Murphy up front or just a new player for the team. We have Noah Okafor. So he was incredible in the Everton and the AC Milan series that did last year. Last year now on the channel. He would be incredible in this team as another striker. As you'll see about these players, these are more like smaller strikers, not necessarily in terms of Okafor, but more agile players than Murphy and Evan Ferguson that can come on off the bench and actually be more of an agile, quick striker to beat a defender with a bit of skill and have some good dribbling and decent end product as well. We also have Youssef Mekoko, the German from obviously formerly of Dortmund. Obviously went to a team in France, I think Nice, and now he's at Barca in a series. Obviously, would be a great player for us as a backup striker, or maybe your first team striker, depending on how good he would be for us in this team. Vitor Roque, we know how good he is from the Real Betis series that did last year, which is kind of weird now because obviously he plays for Real Betis right now on loan. And I brought him into Real Betis as my striker because I thought it just suited the team. He would be a good player for Real Betis, and it kind of worked out in a realistic fashion. And it's so weird that it actually ended up happening. That is he's playing for them on a loan. We also have Victor Gyökeres, who was another striker you guys suggested earlier on in the series. Would be a little bit cheaper than Osimhen, obviously playing for Liverpool at this stage of the series. Would be a good player for us. So let me know down below. I'm not going to make a signing in this episode, I don't think. I'm going to keep the money. And if we do make a signing, it will be in January because I kind of want to see how this team does up until then. So I feel like we'll be able to achieve quite a lot up until that point. But yeah, let me know if we should bring in any of these strikers, especially like Gyökeres and Osimhen today will be fairly more expensive to possibly sell Paqueta to bring him in. But obviously, if we get a striker the quality of Osimhen or Gyökeres, we won't really miss Paqueta in the team. Let's get into the first games of the episode and hopefully continue our great form from last episode. And since this is season 3, we're not going to play as many games in this season. We're going to play the big games, obviously, but I'm going to sim a bunch of games. I might sim up until November, because as you can see in November, we've got some pretty big games that are like Barcelona and Liverpool. These 2 games that we probably should play in the Champions League and also in the Premier League. But I might sim up until then. We've got Man United as well, Man City. We might end the episode around here going into January. So, yeah, I might sim all these games here. I might show you, I might not show you. If I do show you, it will take up a lot of time. So I might just sim these off camera, then show you where we are in the league afterwards, and obviously then show you the results via the calendar to show you how we performed up against every team, basically. So, yeah, I'm going to sim these off camera and then show you where we are by the time I've simmed every single game in between now and the game against probably Liverpool or Barcelona we're going to play. And for the first game of today's episode, it's going to take on Leverkusen, who currently sit below us in the Champions League. As you can see, just below us, level on points, I should say, with the likes of PSG and obviously Athletic Bilbao and Inter Milan and Leverkusen as well in the Premier League. Sorry, we're currently still sit top of the table. I can see we haven't lost a game yet this season. Same with Arsenal. We're currently 6 points clear of them. At the top of the table with 30 goals scored and 9 conceded. Same with them. And then the likes of the Carabao Cup, we are currently in the quarterfinals of that up against Spurs. I'll probably send that one as well and wait till we get to the semi-finals or finals to play that one. That's the FA Cup. Hasn't yet started for us, so there's nothing to show there. And in terms of the team, we've had some pretty good growth in the past couple of months that I've simmed. Obviously, simmed from the start, from deadline day all the way to here in November. I see the team's looking pretty good. We have some players got up and over us, like the Cuddles, Somerville, and I believe the backline might have got up and overall. If I'm not mistaken, Moffy has got up to an 83. Diaby's got up as well, and the bench is looking pretty good, as you can see. Let's get into this one up against Leverkusen here, and hopefully beat them to get closer to the top of the table level with, I believe, Bayern Munich at the top of the table. And Juventus. Should have softened. Still going there is Joro Hato stepping in though. And that episode was very, very good for us in his debut. Oh, that was meant for Somerville, but Moffy wins it back. Have that from him. Tara Moffy now. Back here to Kudus, can hit enough from range. Kudus sits over the bar. So Kanyi. It's good defending though from David Hansko. It was meant for Bento. Good work there from Alvarez. Good strength into Diaby. See Leverkusen have a pretty good back line with Jonathan Tah, Kasunu and obviously the other defender in there, Hincapie. But Diaby does well there, and Diaby scores single-handedly there. Moussa Diaby continues his goal-scoring form here for us in this season. Obviously, we brought him in last episode. He was like the main goal scorer for us in the episode. And he scores again for us here to open the scoring against Leverkusen in the Champions League. Addison in net for them. Couldn't save it. The back line was helpless against him. He was twisted and turning. Beat Jonathan Tah here. Not really beat him, but got just around him and got enough room for the shot. And pulled the trigger. And Diaby makes it 1-0 up against his former team. I just realised we're up against his former team. I didn't even notice that. Boniface, how has he got through there? Bento, big save needed, and he's made a massive save, but I'm not sure what's going on here. We're stopping Kulusevski. Bento makes a save again there. Kudus. Moffy might be onside. Moffy hits it. Addison saves it. Second attempt. Moffy hits the bar somehow here. Probably come edge of the box there. Kudus. Want to back into Alvarez. Going to hit that, but let's lay it off to Declan Rice and can't get a shot away there. They might be able to get a shot away here with Kudus. We're going to actually try and get in the box. Ben Krillon denying this for the Dutchman there. Oh, it's great play. Somerville. Good turn. Somerville, can he shoot? It's blocked by De Jong again. Okay, to the striker. Hans goes in there, but he still has the ball. He's still going here, all the way through, and he scores just before the break. Boniface wins it level before half time. So straight in, but it is where it is. Unless we can literally just run straight through and score. Tara Moffy. It might be actually possible here. Kudus, we caught him sleeping. Addison saves it, but there is Diaby to make it 2-1 to put us back in the lead before the break. A quick turnaround. They scored. We went up the other end very, very quickly there. Addison made a save, but then it fell straight to Moussa Diaby. Scores again against his former team at his former stadium to make it 2-1 here to West Ham. I was going to say spread it out wide to Somerville, but that wasn't on for us. We're going to go into the centre to Kudus. Kudus has got a lot of room here. Can play through Moffy. Hey, this one can hold off Jonathan Tah. Tara Moffy, can he make it 3-1 here? And he's done so. And Tara Moffy is showing us why we don't need to sign a player like Osimhen or Gyökeres, because he is a world-class striker. Obviously, he scored a bunch of goals last season for us. He was incredible. Obviously, only 2 goals behind Haaland in the Premier League top scorers with 22. And overall, he had 30-odd goals, something like that, maybe 40, I'm not mistaken. But he scores again here to make it 3-1. And that was a well-worked goal there. He did well to hold off Jonathan Tah and get a shot away and beats Addison to put his 2 goals in the lead here in this game. Boniface there to Sakanyi. Through to Boniface again here. He chips Bento. It's going to be one of these games. It's going to be one of these where it's just I score, they score, I score, they score. It's frustrating when it's like this, and that should be a free kick referee, surely. Oh no, ball through there to Verts, and it's 3-3. It's so frustrating when this game's like this, man. Oh no. Was that Boniface? I feel like if we faced Mbappe, it'd be so much easier to stop than Boniface. Thank you, Bento. In terms of like dribbling and pace, like Boniface for some reason does better dribbling in this game when you play against him on Ultimate than when you face Mbappe sometimes. Here's Terra Moffi. Oh, it's somebody to lead Jonathan Tah. Moffi shoots and Moffi makes it 4-3. Well, Jonathan Tah just got his Jerome Boateng, obviously like Messi treatment there. A little fake shot left him for dead, made him almost fall over. Obviously Boateng did fall over, but Moffi with a great finisher makes it 4-3, and hopefully that's the final goal in this game because we want to win it. As you see, Moffi here just leaves him. He stumbles on, he catches himself, but he couldn't recover. And Moffi got the second of the game here. We've got 2 players on for hat-tricks in this one with Moffi and Somerville. Alvarez. Mr. Diaby. Looking for his hat-trick against his former team. Diaby could have been selfish or lay it off to Kudus. Kudus is what to be Jonathan Tah. Kudus still going here. Kudus going to get the shot away. He caught in the end. Kasunu's there. So can he make a big recovery here? Yes, he does. How is that a free kick, referee? Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That ain't a free kick any day of the week. If they score this, Kimmich is now on for them. Verts hits it. Bento, what a save. We win the game 4-3. A game that should have had less goals than it did, but you know, it is where it is. We'll win the game and then we get the 3 points, and you have to see it. Alright, so our next game here is up against Xabi Alonso's former team. As we just beat Leverkusen in Liverpool here at Anfield. They couldn't sit for the league. We're currently like 4 or 5 points ahead of Liverpool at the top of the table, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, Kudus has now reached a 90 rating, which means he now has the Flair plus play style, which is not the best that he could have, but it's not a bad one, you know. That means he does like Flair passes, and I believe he's better at doing skill moves, if I'm not mistaken, with Flair plus. Let me have a look here real quickly. Greater accuracy in fancy passes, shots, and contextual Flair finish animations. Yeah, that's basically what I thought he was going to be. So yeah, he's our first 90 rated player on the team. I'm not sure if anyone else is going to reach 90 rated this season. Obviously, I don't expect them to. Maybe Rice could. He possibly could reach 90, but his team is incredible. We've got such a great team. Let's get into this one up against Liverpool. And I think for this game, we're going to give Hamed some game time off the bench at some point, and maybe Paqueta. So we haven't used him yet this season because, well, he's now a bench player, and I don't really make substitutions that often when we are in like tense games. I don't really think about it. Let's get into this one up against Liverpool and hopefully beat them to remain undefeated in the Premier League and keep at the top of the table. Down the right-hand side, a player that you might see here in a second in Lamine Yamal, who they paid 222 million from Barcelona at the start of the season. They also have Gyökeres up front. They've got Luis Diaz down a wing. They've got a great team. They're currently 6th in the league, though, with that team, so that is interesting. But Somerville, the pass there wasn't the best, but it made it work out in the end. Terra Moffi. Back into Somerville, who goes through, but Gabriel's there. In January, Luis Diaz receives the ball from Yamal, and that's apparently a free kick. The referees in this game are so soft, man. Like, that is not a free kick. And again, I'm going to put a play on the line here, because that really ain't a free kick, man. That should not have been given. It's taken by McAllister and headed clear by Alvarez, thankfully for us there. To Somerville. Oh, the touch. Luis Diaz blocked by Hansko. Gyökeres blocked Yamal. Through, and that's offside. It's a good pass from Yamal, but Luis Diaz was offside. Moffi over the top, blocked by Hernandez. It's going to be a free kick from Lucas Hernandez there. And we don't really have a free kick taker in this team, but David Hansko is apparently our best free kick taker. But I might just try and put power behind this with Declan Rice and see what happens. The captain, can he rifle one up and over the wall into the back of the net? Declan Rice hits it, and he's found the back of the net. Talk about a captain's contribution. Declan Rice, back from Arsenal after a few seasons, has scored a free kick against Liverpool. I just thought, why not? We'll put power behind it and see what happens. And Rice here, with some pretty good placement as well, has scored a free kick. We couldn't really do that with Paqueta, but we're doing it with Declan Rice. It's a great free kick there from Declan Rice to make it 1-0 here to West Ham. That's an incredible free kick. That's one that Ward-Prowse will be proud of. 80 something rated, maybe like 81, 82 at this point, but he's obviously an older player. So I'm not too sure why Liverpool have signed him, but here's Diaby, who's been tearing up everything we've faced ever since we signed him. Diaby's still doing it here. Moffey, one touch, hits it, blocks it by Lucas Sanders. This time does not give away any sort of free kick. But McAllister loses that to Somerville. Somerville in to Kudus. And it's wide to the post. I have a right back right now, and Luis Diaz is a dangerous player with Jokers in the centre. And he's done well to find the Swedish striker. And he shoots and he's put it wide. Diaby in the rain, can he drive it forward here? Moussa Diaby being tracked down here, but he's still going. The Frenchman is still driving. Can he put one near post? Blocked though by Gabriel, but it's going to be a corner to West Ham. Good work there from Singo. Diaby up against Beck here, should be able to beat him. Diaby does so. Diaby's still going here. That touch. But we're going to get a penalty. I'm not too sure what for. This referee's been on something this game. He might be referring to David Coote, so he might be on something that way. But he's given a free kick for that, a penalty, sorry, for that. And Beck, quite rightly so, is frustrated. That's never a penalty. But I'm going to take it and score it if I can, for obvious reasons. Declan Rice could have got his second goal in this game. Why not? Declan Rice to make it 2-0. And Moshevili has a bit of justice for Liverpool there, and he saves it. And it's Dakota Gakpo. And it's Gyökeres. Gakpo knocks it through. He shoots and he's put it wide. It's good innovation there from him, but he couldn't put them back level. And on his slot, clearly thought that was going to be a goal. And honestly, I think the rain might help in this game for like James Rodriguez. I might bring him on and put Kudus down the wing. Actually, don't want to put Kudus down the wing in this game. I might even keep Diaby down the wing, so I feel like he's doing great in this game. It will keep Diaby down the wing. We'll take Kudus off, bring on James. You might be thinking, why are you doing that? Because James is a great player for us. And that might be the only change I'll make, honestly. I might just leave it as it is. I feel like, Ishmael Assar has haunted Liverpool in the past, and some of us kind of not really getting much done in this game. I might bring on Jack Clark, actually. Let's bring on Clark down the left. It was a good pass there from James, but we just couldn't quite get the end of it there. Jamal right now is probably wondering why he joined Liverpool, considering they're 6th in the league. How was that okay, Bento? Thank you. Not James. If you can get away from McAllister, you've got a shot here. James Rodriguez from range. The Colombian smashes it. Mamoshevili, but he picks it out of the air though. The rain could have had the ball just drag and get stuck under his feet there, so he couldn't really get the shot away. That's great defending from Hansko. James gives it into Clark. Jack Clark, now the former Ipswich man. Can he score off the bench? Clark hits it, and Clark scores. And James Rodriguez, with that great through ball there, gets the assist. That's why we have James, so that passing capability. Just that ability to just find the pass. And Jack Clark, who's been great since signing from Ipswich for us as a backup player, honestly, like, he might have to get used in the future as like an actual first team player, because he is so good off the bench. And I can't imagine how good he would be in like a full team as the actual left midfielder in the team. And lovely bit of skill there, but Beck is there. I just needed someone else to have him occupied, but unfortunately not in that situation. It wasn't. James, good ball over the top too. Terry Moffey for 3-0. Moffey never going to miss some there. And James off the bench has got 2 goals. Moffey makes it 3-0. And Liverpool with Yamal, Gyökeres, Luis Diaz, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mamoshevili, Gabriel, and so many more great players in their team. McAllister have been put to the sword here and demolished by West Ham United for another time in the series. And James off the bench, proving why we got him. The passing, I'm not saying that Paqueta couldn't do it, but, James is just a little bit better at the passing with the experience and stuff like that. And what a game this has been, and what a performance it's been for this team, and what a result it will be. Rice, so he did score in this game. Rice, can we make it 4-0? I kind of want to get James a goal. James, can he get a hat-trick of assists? Ball over the top, blocked though, no free kick, no handball. Kind of like it was handball, but it's a 3-0 win for West Ham against Liverpool at Anfield. And on his team, after spending 222 million on Lamine Yamal and bringing in lots of Jokers into the team, are currently sat 6th, or maybe worse than that in the Premier League right now. And questions are going to be asked of what's going on for Liverpool in this series, because they clearly aren't doing that well. But what a game this was for West Ham United. Let's get into our next one, up against Barcelona. Alright, so let's get into this one up against Barcelona. They're currently sit 14th in the Champions League, as you will see here. They're currently sit all the way down in 15th, actually, on 7 points. Now, they're not having a great season without Yamal. Yamal's not having that great of a time at Liverpool, clearly. It's not worked out for either team. But we're currently 3 points behind Bayern with a game in hand, so we can catch them with this win, with a win here over Barca, and also we get away from PSG as well to possibly go joint top of the table. Now, Moffi is slightly tired for this game, but I think I'm going to start him anyway, because Ferguson is a great striker, but I do like Moffi's pace and physicality. And obviously, Ferguson doesn't really have the pace. He's got 75 pace, but is a good striker nonetheless. On the bench, also, he's going to say the same. James might come in against Barca in this game. Obviously, he did great things against Barca for Real Madrid at some point, but Paqueta could come in this game as well. Let's get into this one up against Barca and hopefully get a big win once again. Get right into Diaby. Most likely it's going to be one of the biggest threats in this game, as it's been all season long so far. Diaby is still going here. Diaby's just going to run through the Barca team as if they're not even that good of a team, but Araujo's in there and stops him from scoring there. Got to win a header. It's done so. Diaby over the top. Moffi takes it down. Good play. Moffi. Oh, that's incredible play. Diaby, open goal. Has got to score to second. Oh, actually almost saved that. That's an incredible play from Terra Moffi. The composure to take it down, control it, turn around, play the pass to Diaby, who somehow almost didn't score. But we do score. That's all that matters. The Stegen got something on it, but not enough. That's a great play there from Terra Moffi. And then Diaby was wide open and shoots. And luckily for us, the Stegen couldn't get more on that, because otherwise he would have made an insane save. And he makes it 1-0 here to us. Oh, that's a great pass through. Kingsley coming with Singo, good challenge. How has that happened? He's still got the ball somehow. Lewandowski shoots and it's wide of the post, thankfully. Oh, no. Lewandowski back into Sudakov. He shoots. Benta, good save, but it falls back to him. What a double save. Not too sure how much you really know about the second one, but he made it. He could have got there. Declan Rice could steal. Good play there from Hato. Holding possession right now. Trying to find a way through. Kudus to Somerville. Oh, lovely work there from Somerville. Could he score? The Dutchman shoots and the Dutchman scores. That's a fantastic bit of skill there from Crescencio Somerville. The number 7 scores through. It's been a bit quiet a little bit this season, I think, as well. But we've not played as many games as well like we would have done compared to the past 2 seasons. So that's why it's been a bit more quiet, because we're not sitting there in the episode as much. But you know what I mean? But Somerville with a skill and a great finish at the end of it. He's now 83 rated, Crescencio Somerville. And what a player he is in this game, man. He is so good. Okay, what has happened there? Thank you, Hanska, for winning it back. Mohamed Kudus. Looking for Diaby. Diaby off the chest. Lays it off. Down to his feet and he scores to make it 3-0. You know, I thought Moussa Diaby was going to be good. I didn't expect him to be this, important to our team. And he's literally become our main goal scorer. Moffi was our main goal scorer, Kudus, and obviously Somerville was at one point. But Diaby this season is the main man in this team. That's a great finish there from him to make it 3-0 here. Let's bring on James and some other players, maybe even Ismail Assar in this game, see what he can do. Let's make a few changes and just see how this team fares. Do I bring on Paqueta? I feel like Paqueta, I don't know. Something about him being on the bench just makes me, I don't know. I feel like I just want to use James. You know what I mean? Because I've used Paqueta for 2 seasons now. Using James is more fun. It's new. Let's bring on Clark. Let's bring on Ferguson and Ismail Assar. A whole change for the front 3. Hato is kind of tired, but do I want to bring on Wan-Bissaka on the left? I mean, it could be a good play. But I do like Hato defensively. Yeah, I mean, I might just keep him in the team, to be fair. I might just play it out because we're 3-0 up here. I just see he's throwing this away. But Barca here just keep going forward here with the ball. But there's Tadibo, good defending. Ferguson, can he hold it up? Yes, he does. Oh, James has unrolled it. James, finesse shot taken, and to Sagan's denied him. Barca fans who have flashbacks to when he wore the white Real Madrid right now. Here's Alex Bell. Who's somehow still got the ball, they've got to score here. Yes, they are. Pedri puts it wide, actually. For some reason, Pedri's playing striker. They've got Kvaratskhelia, who's now on for Lewandowski. Ismail Assar. James plays it through. It's a great pass from James Rodriguez. Ismail Assar. Why did he shoot on his right? He should have to, no, why did he shoot? Yeah, why did he shoot on his right? He's got a 5-star weak foot now in the series. Like, he should have shot on his left there. He should have had the ball on his left. That would have been 4-0. Rice into Clark. Clark knows James can find him if he makes a run. But James is going to go alone here. James beats the Barcelona defence. James runs through, and James Rodriguez scores with 31 pace now in the series. He beats the Barca defence, and he scores. You love to see it. James Rodriguez gets a goal in the Champions League. Got the first time in a long time for himself here against Barca as well. And he does incredible there. That's a great finish as well. That's a big moment for us in the series and a big moment for James Rodriguez. I love to see it. I've been trying to get him to score. And of course, the team he scores against is his former rival in Barcelona, here in West Ham colours. You love to see it. And this game should be dead and buried here. Wait, it definitely is dead and buried here, but Barca are such a weird team in this game, and they're playing like CDMs at CDM. Centre-mids at CDM, sorry. Rafinha runs through. Bentancur save to keep the clean sheet. And Alvarez, why not? Up to Ferguson. I was going to try to get one more, but it's a 4-0 win. 2 back-to-back clean sheets against 2 of the best teams in the world in Liverpool and Barcelona, with some incredible players in their team. And well, West Ham might have a claim to be the best team in the world right now with the way we're performing. And James Rodriguez, what a moment that was for him. You'd love to see it. That was actually really fun to have him score that goal. And it'd be a great goal as well. Great bit of skill. Gets him behind with 31 pace and scores. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode of the West Ham United Chroma. As you can see, we're currently sitting 9 points clear at the top of the table, ahead of Manchester City and obviously 10 points clear of Arsenal, who we do face in back-to-back games. Next episode, I'll probably play them on City one. We'll probably sim the Aston Villa and Arsenal ones as well, because obviously we want to get through the season a little bit quicker. We'll get to the Champions League, etc. But next episode, we will be in the January transfer window. So let me know down below, should we sign a new striker? Obviously, Terry Murphy has been such a great player for us. He's now 84 rated in the team. Possibly could go to 85 this season. And we do have around 100 million to spend in January, plus the money that if we did decide to sell Paqueta. So we'd have about 170 million if we sold Paqueta, if not more. So we could actually sign Osimhen if we sold Paqueta. But if we keep Paqueta, we could sign Gyökeres, or we could sign a different player than Ismail Assar, who's obviously a great player for us in the right mid role as a backup player. We could sign like a Rafinha, someone like that from Barcelona, who would be a great player for us in that right mid role as a backup to Diaby and rival him in the first team. So yeah, let me know down below, should we sign Gyökeres or maybe sell Paqueta and bring in Osimhen if it's possible? Obviously with the money that we get for Paqueta, we could go for Osimhen like I mentioned before. Or would we spend the money on bringing another right mid to the team like a Rafinha like I mentioned before, or someone like that? Let me know down below what we should do in January and who we should sign. That's going to call it for this one. If you're going to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe to the channel notifications so you don't miss videos when we're to 2,000 subscribers. So all hope getting there is greatly appreciated. Check out the other content I post there, the Ultimate Team content, the Player Chroma content I do with the Neymar series I'm doing right now. If you're interested in that, check that out on the channel as well. And the Backup 6 sniping content that I post as well. I might move over to the second channel for now as well, where I post 2K24 Universe mostly. If you're interested in that as well, check that out in the description down below. That's what I post on my second channel. But that's going to call it for this one. So like I mentioned, drop a like, subscribe, and notifications on the stickers on this one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.